See my double chin?
God damn, I was trying to think.
Spank the monkey.
Oh, it's not even ribbed for anyone's pleasure.
Welcome to the Strobing Butt Plug, a podcast about craft beer, obviously. On today's episode, who's your host? What? Oh.
On today's episode, we don't
I'm
have a
terrible
host.
at this.
Today is our host. I'm terrible at this.
Yeah. Ariana Crumb, Missy Davis,
And me,
and
Ron Lynch.
Ron Lynch.
There we go.
And we're gonna drink some beer. And the first one we're gonna drink a Belgian style Tripel ale with added spice from Golden Monkey.
Spank the monkey.
Oh.
Gonna spank the monkey.
And beertainment. An India Pale Ale brewed with vanilla and lactose. Illa Vanilla, a milkshake IPA.
Where are they from?
This one is 6.5 and it is from somewhere. Fresno, California.
With a really badass can. I like
It
it.
is a pretty cool can.
Where's the other one from?
And the other one, let's see. I would think I would look at this before and maybe make some notes, but I'm just not that kind of person.
From beer.
This one's
into-
Hell
9.5.
yeah.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Yeah. Victory Brewing Company, and there's a sticker on here. Downingtown, Pennsylvania.
Alrighty, good.
Where the Amish love to get hammered.
Yes. Rumspringer.
Hell yes.
Okay.
That's good.
So,
Which one you guys want?
you're the host, you choose.
Okay. Let's try this one first.
Oh, good. I like that can. It's pretty.
It is a cool can. They're both cool
We're
cans.
gonna get trashed right away.
Yeah.
It's a 9.5%.
Get some alcohol in us. We
Oh,
drank
yeah.
some wine before this. We cheated.
Yeah, not my best work, but still decent enough.
So, on the topic of, we didn't have a topic yet, but anyway, no, so we had been at one time told that we should choose topics to start off with and just spin off from there. And we were kind of thinking that viewers should be a part of choosing that topic. So, in our comments below, tell us some topics you would like to hear us talk about. And we would appreciate it if you would like and share and subscribe, because that gets a whole lot of viewers so we can get a whole lot more topics offered to us to entertain you guys with.
I would also like to state that the YouTube viewers are now seeing us wearing these astoundingly awesome, giant, horrible headsets. And our audio quality should be significantly better than what we were doing before.
Yeah, maybe you can actually hear me now.
Right, yeah. Now this,
It smells like beer.
I can smell some
This was
vanilla in
was
it.
it IPA?
It is a Belgian style Tripel ale with added spice, and I smelled some vanilla in it. For some reason I thought it was the
I
Ooh,
smell
that's good.
something.
I thought it was a sour, but
That's good.
Tripels are really good.
smell
Those are
some
growing on me.
spices.
I can too. Yeah, it smells like A&W cream ale.
It's
That's
definitely
what
got
smells
some
like.
like
I don't
cream
like that.
soda-esque
I don't either, but
things.
my kids do.
Like a less sweet cream soda, I don't know. I like it.
Ooh, yeah. It's got a.
It-
Bad.
You know, this is going to sound bad, but you remember that wheat ale I made?
I thought you said weed. I
Wheat,
was like,
wheat
like
ale.
when did you make weed ale? I didn't know you
Not,
like that.
Not in this state. It tastes
Good.
tastes like the wheat ale I made with just a hint that's got to be those spices they threw in. I like it. It's good.
It does taste really good. Oh yeah, yours was about like 10%, and it did not taste like 10%.
Yeah, so this is very good stuff. I like. What's your thoughts?
Pretty good.
I'm liking it.
I like it.
It's got an odd citrus taste too, that though it's not making it the best, but it's definitely still delicious.
It kind of reminds me of like something you would drink around Christmas time, just because of the spices in it, I think.
a little
Yeah.
bit. That's what. Oh yeah, I'm getting more of the spices and less citrus shit.
So, how the fuck are we doing this week, ladies? Anything new happen?
We're doing pretty good. So, Jacob started his job today, and I didn't get to talk to him. It's his first job, so he's working at this like a nursery where he's planting stuff. I had no idea what he was doing, but Larry got to talk to him. He dropped him off, but Jacob had to go straight from not ever working a job to working an 8-hour job, and now he's got to go to weightlifting right after work. And so he was at weightlifting. I didn't get to talk to him, but apparently he hates his job and he wants to get another job already. And Larry's like, "Nope, you already got a job."
Welcome to life.
Oh, I know.
Welcome to life. You can't quit your job just because you hate it after the first day. Give it a week.
He's right. So he stands in one spot and he plants potted plants, and I guess he doesn't really like it, which a job's a job, and if he's making good money, he's
was
only
expecting
15.
a bunch of mulch sack thrown around and moving or something?
Maybe. I don't know exactly what he was expecting, but he was just probably expecting to not be standing in one spot, but that's most of your jobs you'll ever have. But anyway, so he's like, he had that.
I could drink a sixer of this. Easy.
I could drink some more. But so he doesn't like his job. I didn't get to talk to him about it. But I also, so for later on in the year, I planned a trip to Florida. And we haven't told the boys yet, but I wanted to tell them today, and I was like, I'm going to be the shittiest but best mom ever. And so I'm gonna sit them down and just be like, hey guys, I want to talk to you. And then they're going to be like, okay, so what do you want to talk to us about? We're all going to be in the same room. I'm going to be like, so who wants to go to Florida this summer? When they're all excited, hyped up, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to be like, haha, just kidding. and then when they throw their fits and shit, I'm going to be like, no, I was actually kidding. We really are going to Florida, so yeah. But I really want to like get their hopes up and crash them down right away. Because
You've got a lot more financial motivation than I do. I'm planning a trip with the kid to Michigan here in the next 3 weeks. Like a couple years ago, pre-COVID, we did this like big trip all around the country, going to every roller coaster park that was owned by Cedar Fair, and that was the only one we didn't hit. And we're kind of like, all right, we're gonna go do this. I'd really love to go back to the one in Canada, but fuck you, COVID.
we haven't done a lot of family vacations. I know we took them to Florida. Well, I took them to Florida once, and then we went to North Carolina, and we've done a lot of little camping trips. But other than that, I was like, we need to get them on some trips, like family trips. They're getting older. They won't be able to do it. Just even now, Jacob's one job's like, oh, it's already fucking shit up.
And now I want to go on a trip, and I haven't been on one since 2018.
All right, so where are we going?
I don't know.
Dude, we should.
I was actually thinking of going to Florida this year because I've never been to Florida.
Florida, I like the beach. The first minute you get there, it smells super gross and fishy, and it's like, oh, I hate this. And then it goes away.
I freaking love the beach.
So the last time I saw the ocean and like the real beach was years ago when I went out to San Diego and Los Angeles and was hanging out off Santa Monica Beach. That place was fucking nice.
Yeah, I'd love to go to California.
Never been out west. I would like to go. That would be fun.
I went to Vegas once a long time ago, and that's where the only place I've been out that way.
I could do Vegas again. That'd be cool. I'd try to pull what I pulled last time I was there. I had an uncle that lived out there. He passed away. And my cousin and I, and my aunt, when he passed away, we flew out there. The idea was my cousin and I were going to drive his truck back here, which was cool. The reason he moved out there was because his other son lived out there, my other cousin. And the be-all end-all is that we got suckered into helping his daughter move apartment from a house to an apartment, which was cool. She's like, I will take you guys out and do Vegas right, babysit you and you two. You can do whatever the hell you wanted. I was like, hell yeah.
I like having a babysitter.
The only thing I'll really say about that is my cousin got us like the really gigantic tall beers and all this stuff. We got fucking hammered and wasted. We were out till all god-awful hours of the night.
And that's Vegas.
And then back up at 7 a.m. to help move somebody up to a third floor in desert heat.
Screw that.
I had regrets, lots of regrets.
That's great.
But not many.
I know how to hydrate properly. I've been on a party bus before, and I brought myself water, a Snickers, a peanut butter sandwich, an apple. Because I was like, I'm going to do this right. I'm going to be on this party bus, and I'm not going to have a bad time. Because then there was somebody else on that party bus that was just hovered over a trash can the whole time barfing as we were hopping from bar to bar.
Yeah, I went on. It's been a long time ago since I was on a party bus. I think it was like the only time I was on a party bus, though.
I've been on one
But
once.
the one girl we were with, she was like peeing in front of the bus.
That's great.
She's like, I gotta pee. I'm gonna mark my territory like a dog. Woof woof.
That's hilarious.
So let's see. What dumb shit? Let's see. We just had Memorial Day. That was cool.
I didn't do
Family
anything.
stuff and cookout.
I had like a sort of 3-day weekend. I went to work for like 4 or 5 hours yesterday. Nothing happened. I asked, and they're like, yeah, nothing's going to happen, so you can go home. And then I proceeded to spend the rest of the day at a roller coaster park. I'll just say 41 is not 31, but it was fun.
What special beer do they have at that?
Yes, so
what's that park called?
the park is Kings Island. They're in Mason, Ohio, and I'm going to put hands on it and take it home, but they have They're known for having this blue ice cream, which is just like a real light pineapple flavored ice cream.
I had no idea. I thought it would be blue.
No, it's like barely pineapple, more vanilla pineapple combo.
Interesting.
But they have a special beer. They partnered with us at a brewery down there in Cincinnati called Saunders. And they made a blue ice cream beer. I've seen lots of pictures on several of the beer review groups, and it is the same color as the ice cream.
I never knew that they were known for that ice cream, and I never would have guessed it would be pineapple flavor. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like an Ohio thing. I don't know. My dad, there used to be in Eaton where I grew up, a ice cream place called Schaefer's. And they did this Blue Moon ice cream that was as freaking, cartoon blue as you could get with chunks of pineapple in it.
Weird.
And I think it's basically a soft serve version of that.
Hell yeah.
But that being said, I was all amped up to go get the beer. I was hopping on a coaster, and man, we saw this person just freaking blow chunks all over the bat. Bright orange coaster. It's not even a hardcore coaster. On like a level of coasters, if you want to talk about the most hardcore thing you come up with as a 10, this is like a 3-4. And somebody just blew chunks all over it, and that smell got in my nose. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I asked them if I could have one to take home, and they gave me something about, well, the can's made out of metal, and you could use it as a weapon to shank somebody, or, along those lines. So I will get down there eventually, and I will get some for us to try on this podcast.
Can't wait. I've been hearing it's good. I think it sounds like it'll be even better now, because I was like debating. I'm like, it just reminded me of a cotton candy. I'm like, oh God, I don't know about a cotton candy beer. I just
thought that would be good.
I mean, I don't. It would either. I think it would be good or just fucking gross.
So, like, on that topic, hold on. Somebody froze up.
Was it me?
Missy, actually.
Me? I froze up. My screaming and yelling, my fit tantrum made me freeze up. Tantrums for the camera difficulties. I gotta look that up to see why my camera likes to just stop and shut down.
The whole Audacity app just was like, yep, fuck you. There we go. Okay. We'll have some weirdness there, but I'm picking up everybody else's mics through these two.
Gotcha.
So we should be okay. What was I talking about? So Kings Island, not last year, because they'd actually got in contact with Saunders 3 years ago, and had made a Kings Island exclusive, just regular old lager, like a not Bud Light type deal, and that sold pretty well for them. And they'd actually contracted the blue ice cream beer for 2020, but we know how well that went, so they extended everything over. Actually, when we went out for one of those 513 things with Zach,
Yes.
we went to Saunders.
Yes, we did.
And I had made a point to get the Kings Island lager. They did not have the blue ice cream flavor at that point. It was an okay lager.
I had no idea that was that even out? I don't think it was even out then.
No, they didn't have the blue ice cream one, but they did have that lager one, which was left over from the previous year.
Okay, gotcha. Saunders is pretty good. When I was there, I had this carrot cake beer that was really weird because it did not taste like carrot cake, but it was orange. It was like a really orange beer.
That sounds like it would be good.
It was all right. It was, and you could taste the spice in it, and it had an odd flavor, but it was good. These places are kind of fun. That was the one that has like a bunch of seating outside, and you can just bring your dogs, and people had their dogs there and shit. Like, it was awesome.
Oh, that was the freaking best. I love seeing all the
Yeah,
dogs.
be at a place with dogs.
Right. It was so fucking cool. No, I forget what I was doing. I was looking up stuff online. I'm sure it was just like I was Googling stuff for like the Strobing butt plug. And it was really weird because I came across this, it was, I don't know what the first initial, actually it was on YouTube, and I didn't watch the video, but it was celebrity butt plugs. I was like, celebrity butt plugs? But then I saw their thumbnail for their video was celebrity butt.
Yep. Sorry.
Celebritybuttplugs.com.
We're pulling it off the GoPro.
And then,
Hold your head up. Let me see. Turn your head.
She's dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
They're dead?
They're all dead.
but, so anyway.
Take them off. We'll just pull off the GoPro. Sorry, people.
I had the headphones violently ripped off my head and almost ripped the earring out, so that's cool, whatever.
Sorry, hon.
But, So anyway, so I saw like the thumbnail for that video was celebritybuttplugs.com. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna check this out. So I went to that site, and it's no longer a registered domain, but you can buy it for like $1,200 because obviously it has some traffic flow to it, so it's gonna be costing more than a typical domain that does not have the traffic flow to it. And I was like, man, this sucks. So I started Googling. This is great. I'm gonna have to re-Google that, and I'm gonna put these on. I'll have to post pictures of them throughout the video. But it's, so I Googled celebrity butt plugs, and then it came up like the first one that I clicked on, it was Amazon, and they don't have any more in stock. It's currently unavailable, but it's Barack Obama, but they call it Barack Obama. And it's like, I'm looking at it.
That looks uncomfortable.
It's the ears, and like it's just like I'm gonna put it way close to the camera. But there's shit that sticks out that it's not even ribbed for anyone's pleasure at that point. Like that would hurt.
Man, I remember way back in the old Rocky days, they used to have this baby Jesus butt plug.
Oh my god.
It was like a baby Jesus on a cross, and they'd like run around doing things with it and throwing at each other.
This is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, they used to do at the Neon Movies down in Dayton.
So on this,
like 20 goddamn years ago.
So then like the other thing that comes up is Inked Magazine, and it's like celebrity butt plugs. Yes, they really exist. And so they got Kanye butt plug. They have
now the question about the butt
Putin
plugs.
butt plug.
I knew they would have Donald Trump.
Yes, I was hoping they would. The Donald Trump butt plug. They have Kim Jong-un butt plug. I'll be posting pictures of all this. That's a Duck Dynasty butt plug.
So like how many of them are officially authorized?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. That's a Paris Hilton one.
Speaking of butt stuff.
That's like all curved and shit.
Speaking of butt stuff, Happy Pride Month.
Oh god. That's great. That one looks like that would hurt too. That's the Terminator butt plug.
It's gonna terminate your anus.
I know. Like unless it's very rubbery, then that would hurt.
You're gonna rip some.
Yeah, you're gonna get E. coli for sure. Like
I'm here to terminate your anus.
Yeah, and then there was another. There was like funny shit. Oh, it's that one. Oh, it's the customer reviews. I did not get a look at the customer reviews. I think it's funny, but rather hell yeah. I'm only giving a rating because people who said it was disrespectful probably didn't cry. Let's see. How pathetic. Only a sad, weak person would purchase this item. Some people really need to get over it. Now wait for the crazies to come out. They're trying to start some shit.
Literally in your butt.
Purchased as a gag gift. So I don't think there's really any real... What? In the butt?
I would like to see someone walking around the Donald Trump rally with that painted MAGA red.
That's right. That's funny.
MAGA! MAGA!
No, there was
MAGA,
the 17 best butt plugs. I think that was one that I looked at, and they're like really fucking weird.
This is like something that I thought was great about the name of our podcast because anybody that's going to search it is going to get some weird things popping up.
Just for the record, whichever one of you guys posted the fucking butt plug. It was like the butt plug ball with all the different ones on the end of it.
bubble ball. Was that what they called bubble balls? With the butt plugs at the ends of it?
Yeah, it was looked like it was just a vibrating. It looked like one of those vibrating balls, and they replaced the little nubbies on it with butt plugs.
I do like that because I feel like anybody who
you and all your friends.
I figured that was Ron for some reason.
That was me. Anybody who spends any amount of time on our page on Facebook or anywhere else, if they do try to search us and look for us, they will get the Wish ads with all the butt plugs in. It's so great. I didn't think about that.
Real quick, folks, one of the things we're trying to gauge with ourselves, we have an immense library of fucked up memes between the three of us. We're trying very hard not to turn the butt plug Facebook page into a shit post for memes. So if you like the memes, absolutely subscribe, share, like. If you want more of that, we can do it, but we're trying to keep away from as many as we can.
Give us some comments of some stuff that you would like to see us post about. I want to post some funny articles, or we could post some stuff from The Onion or those other weird things, or post beer articles. So any suggestions are out there, but this is hilarious. This butt plug, the conversation heart, be mine.
So I think I need to dust off my 3D skills and make butt plugs of each of us.
Yes, I was thinking
that's what I was trying to do, but I'm not, I don't have my skills down yet. So.
Where I used to work, everybody had 3D printers, and there used to be a place where you could get anything you wanted 3D printed, just bring them a model. That would have been
3D
perfect.
Printer, but you know.
Yeah.
So it'd be great.
Yeah.
There was some other funny shit that I know I saw. Maybe it was when I was like searching customized butt plugs on Etsy. There was stuff that you could do, and there was one where it had the like you could put any picture in it. So I guess it was something like you could put a picture underneath like a coating, a glaze or something. And they put one was, I can't remember what meme it was, and the other one was where Willy Wonka was like had his fist up, and it was.
Anytime I hear Etsy and sex toys, I'm just thinking my Etsy steam-powered steampunk vibrator.
That'd be funny.
And in this case, it's going to be an Etsy steam-powered butt plug. And you're going to have like a whole giant steam engine, have to get a pot of water boiling, get your asshole all lubed up, and be like, woo, woo, ah!
But no, I think it would be really funny to see like
Brass
if you
gears
could get
everywhere.
you could get a. I was thinking of this like if you could get a 3D printed butt plug of anyone. I was like, you could get the 3D butt plug printed of people you hate. Like I'd be willing to put the money in there. Like I spend money.
So you want to put the people you hate up your ass?
No, because basically, like for you, when you told your boss to go eat a bag of dicks, you could have just slammed it down on his desk and been like, "Go fuck yourself."
Have his own little face on it.
Yes, like
that is a level
butt plug of him.
Now I had a lot of aggression and a lot of anger, like the rage boner, but that is a whole level of rage boner that I didn't want to. That's more work to put into a rage boner for that.
It's too much money to spend on somebody you don't like.
I would. I would probably.
My skills
it'd be a story. I like the stories to tell.
That's true.
My skills at 3D printing aren't that good.
That's all right.
I do know a couple people that would be interested in the hobby. I bet.
There you go. See, go into like halves with them. Invest into the company and make them mass produce some butt plugs of people, famous people.
So tell us about your week, Ariana.
I got nothing.
So earlier she was
super boring.
So earlier she was all like, "Oh my God, there's this boy I like. He's so pretty. I showed my mom a picture of all of his
No, I
abs.
wasn't.
I showed my mom this picture of him and all his abs, and she was all like, "Oh man, those cum gutters are just so great. You should hop on that big old dick."
Yeah, it didn't quite go like that, but okay.
I didn't do a lot.
Okay, we're gonna drink this next beer now.
I think I embarrassed somebody. High five. Oh, you turned a little red. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, she's so cute.
I gotta go home.
Like, fuck, I am home.
Trying to hide her face in the fucking camera and everything.
That's some good stuff. So we are now drinking
Ariana,
the Illa Vanilla
I
IPA milkshake beer. I'm kind of intrigued by these IPA milkshake beers because I'm not into IPAs, but then milkshake beers, it's just gotta. I don't know. They're not as bitter. The lactose cuts down.
Well,
from
the
some of
lactose
bitter.
adds sugar into it, so
Right.
you don't notice the bitter shit.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Smells like an IPA. Pretty
Smells like
foamy and heady,
smells
like
like beer.
IPA. Smells some vanilla. Smells like vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla a little bit. God damn, he does.
What? This is what you get for having conversations off camera that'd be good.
Yeah, I was trying to keep that out of the camera.
Let's see, there's the.
She may not have added the
first
phrase
one.
cum gutters, but I saw it on a TV show recently, and that's my new phrase for the week.
So now he's gonna use it a lot. I hope he goes to work and says it to his boss.
Yeah, he's fat. There's none of those there.
Like, you really should work out so you can have some cum gutters. Ooh, there's like a rating system on the back. So there's a color, it's 2 skulls. Malt is 2 skulls. Hops is 4 skulls out of 5. Those are all out of 5. I kind of like that, the picture. There's Full Circle Brewing. I would buy a shirt, even though I'm not an IPA fan. I would still buy a shirt just
This
for like the
again
artwork.
is one of the things I really like about the craft brewing. All the fucking creative cans.
They are very creative. I like them.
It's a very dense market, and everybody's trying to get recognized. So you don't have the like boring shit you see with like Bud Light, blue can, white label, or whatever, or white logo, or something like that.
You got some compliments on your artwork for your wine. So when Larry's mom had her one bottle of the wine, the Dragon's Blood,
Yeah.
Larry's brother went over there, and he said it looked really legit. Like he thought you had somebody do it. He said it looked really like. Cool.
Thank you. 3 hours of Photoshop.
That's not bad. That's pretty cool.
The second run of that will be done in 2 weeks, and it is a double batch, so I'll have close to 50 bottles.
Oh yeah, that was it. Hopefully, it turns out as good as that other one.
Yeah, the peach berry wine, so. A little sweet. I got to get some stuff changed. I figured out what I fucked up.
It's making me cough for some reason.
Ariana said it tastes like crayons.
The aftertaste tasted like crayons.
When I made it, I purposely just kept adding a shit ton of sugar to it to see how high a proof it would get just fermenting. And now I know.
I thought it tasted like a really sweet lemonade. Funny enough, because it did not have the lemons in it.
But the next goal is to go pick a shit ton of strawberries because they're in season. And I'm going to be getting a wine press when I get my next check. And strawberry wine for days, bitches.
Sometimes. You should stomp it. Like, dude, wash your feet real good and stomp it. There'd be so much hair in that fucking wine.
So,
Ron is a hairy motherfucker.
So the wine
like
press.
Somebody's dog stomped the wine.
You leave Charlie out of this. Don't you insult Charlie. The wine press has like a what they call like a muslin bag to filter out all the solids. So I could soften the bag to get less hair.
Filter out most of your hair.
I'd feel like an extreme need to boil and sanitize that, but that would ruin some of the flavors or something.
Right, you could. Well, I mean, you wouldn't have to boil and sanitize the wine. You would just have to boil and sanitize your feet.
You know what? How about I just use the wine press instead?
Okay, sounds good.
The only other answer I got is that I get a kiddie pool, you two get in bikinis, and the fight roll around in it. We'll videotape it for the website.
Nobody wants to see that.
Internet, do you want to see them two in bikinis fighting around in a pile of strawberries?
You know how pale I am.
After you soak up all,
you won't even be able to see it.
well, after you soak up all that strawberry juice in your skin.
You have to have some killer lighting experience, and what I'm thinking, like, you just have to be really good at it.
So I'll be there also in a bikini, holding up like a ring sign. We'll find somebody to be like the announcer.
I would like that. I would really like Ron in a bikini.
I mean, I would do it just for Ron in the bikini, I guess.
Hell yeah, I would.
I would be the prettiest bitch there.
I would absolutely like to see that. I'm cool with that.
You're cool with getting into a bikini and wrestling her in a swimming pool full of strawberries just to see me in a bikini.
Yeah, I could do
wrestling?
that.
When did you turn to wrestling? Was I not listening?
That's when you said nobody wants to see that.
See, Ariana, the wrestling part.
I thought we were talking about stomping.
Well, the wrestling and rolling around is to smash the berries most efficiently.
So we're gonna smash the berries with our bikini bodies.
Gotcha.
And then Ron's gonna be in a bikini and he's gonna be recording us.
I'll be holding up a ring sign.
It'll be
Like
like,
fog today. Don't mind me.
Hey, look, you've got your things with your cum gutter boy, and I've got my things. You just shut
I don't
up.
have anything with cum gutter.
If I didn't state it clearly, cum gutters are for those guys that are just like super fucking ripped with abs all the way over the place. Because, they.
6 packs on their dicks.
Yeah. It just looks like they're they're just gonna look like they're sitting at some gay orgy that's just gonna run straight down them off. I think we've broken Ariana.
Alright.
Breathe, please.
That's good stuff. Just packs on their dicks.
Dick so strong it's just gonna hold you up and just scream right there.
Oh shit.
Now she's picturing being held up by a dude just riding his dick, walking around the house. He's just like dusting, doing chores. She's like,
With the way Ron like fakes a woman having sex, it's kind of like really wonder if he's actually had sex. It sounds nothing like it.
I mean,
not today.
It's been a while. It's been way
kind
too
of sound
long.
like a monkey having sex.
You know what? Just because that monkey was there that one day, she was looking at me all pretty, man. It was good times.
I don't know how I felt about this. I mean, it was like, I didn't taste the vanilla really.
I could taste some of the vanilla.
I can taste vanilla.
I think I got distracted from the taste.
Maybe.
Was it Illmatic in Huber Heights? Last time
great.
Last time I was there, they had a vanilla IPA, very similar. This has more vanilla than theirs did. Theirs was more on the IPA side.
I was gonna say, like, the flavored IPAs that I taste, they're just all IPA to me. They don't have any particular. I mean, they do a little bit, but not a whole lot. I think I would like to taste an IPA that is very flavorful with other stuff, just to see how that would turn out.
I'm not going to be invited back next week because I keep talking about Ariana's things.
We're gonna like muzzle him. We're gonna have a ball gag.
I'll stop telling you guys anything.
Yeah, damn it. So it'll be wait until you're gone, just have conversation. No, you know what I was thinking that I want to do? I should. Nope. I'm not gonna say what I want to do. I'm gonna. That's gonna be a surprise.
You gotta do it and just not tell us.
Well, no, it was gonna be a surprise for one of our episodes. I realize that now. I don't want to give away the surprise. I'm always full of surprises. Sometimes I'm like one of those people like, hey, you want to know what I got you for Christmas? Missy, it's July. Like, I don't care. You want to know what I got you for Christmas?
And then by Christmas time,
I'm really not that organized. I'm like, you want to know what I got you for Christmas? Well, Christmas is tomorrow. Well, I just got it today. I'm in a hurry.
Well,
That's how it is. I got to keep that surprise. You probably can't hear it on the camera, but my watch is squeaking on my boob.
her boobs are actually, in fact, squeaky toys. Keep those.
Wait.
Keep those away from my dog.
Editing tricks. You weren't supposed to do that. I'm gonna add
Do it again. Wait. Now my turn. Slightly different sound. Now your turn.
I'm not doing it. Not happening.
So you know what you do for that?
I totally would.
Please do.
That's great.
So, is it time for the mystery beer, or what should we wait?
We are about, according to this clock, because I kept this recording, we're maybe 40 minutes in, so I think we can go for the mystery beer.
Since I was the host, the shittiest host ever, I got the mystery beer this week.
It's just the most sporadic and not prepared and like absent-minded, but it's great. It's really fun.
It's okay because if we were all exactly the same, you'd know what to expect and be bored with it. Maybe?
Yes. Oh, we gotta not
Close your eyes.
Close
our eyes are averted.
Close your eyes.
Mine eyes are averted. She just pulls like a giant rubber dick out and shoves it in my face.
I would love that. That's great.
It's a can.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
we need to bring koozies so we can hide the mystery beer so we don't have to worry about hiding our eyes.
Oh, I
keep
one.
forgetting about that. Ooh, it looks pretty. I see Ron's pretty glass. It's like a wine color.
Yeah, it's
A
kind of
purpley.
like some sort of berry flavor, maybe, like a raspberry, I bet.
Thinking I'm gonna guess cranberry or
Cranberry, that's a good color.
there's a lot of cranberry
Let's see,
beers.
sniffy.
It's kind of odd.
Maybe a grapey.
It smells like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Ooh, it is.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
When I said grapey, she got all pointed.
Peanut butter and blackberry jelly.
That is,
Blackberry.
Zach had that at one of those tasting events. It's really good.
Does that say Epicurean?
Let's see. Epicurean? I would think so.
Urban Artifact, Cincinnati,
So, yes.
Ohio.
Yes.
Ale brewed with roasted peanuts and blackberries.
Urban Artifact does have some really... Did we have something from Urban Artifact last week? I feel like we did. I know I had something here recently from Urban Artifact.
8.5 alcohol.
And I haven't been drinking any Urban Artifact at home. I know I had something.
It's either that or you're flashing back to the last one of those event things.
No, I mean, like, we definitely... I know we had that one. I like it because it tastes like a... Is it a sour? Because it tastes like a sour. I don't think it is a sour, though.
It does taste like a sour.
Because it doesn't say anything about being a sour.
The peanut smell is cool.
It is. I like that. It just calls it an ale. It doesn't say it's a sour. I think it tastes like a. I'm pretty sure because I argued Zach and said I thought it was a sour the last time, and he said
It tastes like a sour just because I think the blackberries have that extra kind of bitterness to them. But it's not intended to be a sour.
It's thin like a sour. A lot of beers that I've had like this are very thick, and it's not thick. So it's good for warmer weather. You're sitting outside. It's not gonna log you like down and make you feel shitty.
I can really taste the peanut butter.
You can.
It almost does taste like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like,
it's roasted. Like it's very toasty. You can taste the roastedness of the peanuts. It's awesome. I love it. Very delicious. So where'd you get that? You said you got that at the...
in Troy, there's a place called The Cellar.
Cool.
It's gonna sound fairly shocked. Like,
Troy's got a whole bunch of shit like that around there.
I think places like that are just popping up because for the longest time you'd have the Kroger's, which their shit's like they don't ever switch it out. You go to Marion's Pizza. It's really clever because they do have some warped wings, but it's like it's Flyer and Trotwood Lager, and those are two. It's like Dayton Flyer and Trotwood. That's like the hometown.
It's their
brewing,
it's probably like their
signature.
Their Bud Lighty type stuff. Bud Light, Coors Light type stuff.
Those are all right. And then I think they have the Gamma Bomb there. Like they never switch anything out at Marion's. I've been there so many times.
Well, they get what sells good and they don't even care about that part of their pizza place.
Right. I think they should start switching it out since everybody's getting the craft beer. And then they have like your little mom and pop shops that are all starting to close down. Like there's is it Brennan's? Brennan's is Lewisburg. There's one in Brookville.
Well, it's like the beer shop down the street from me. When I first moved in there into my house for like a month and a half, 2 months, it was a state store. Kroger's in town remodeled and literally took the state store license because they outbid them for it. And so to keep in business, the place pivoted from doing like, high proof state bourbon, your Jacks, your Jims, that sort of stuff. And then they pivoted to just doing craft beer type stuff.
I know, but that McMacken and then what else? There's a little, Sutton's and Arcanum before they closed down. And Myers, like those are the ones that you would typically see in our area that do craft beer, that you could do a pick your six of anything. Go out to Dayton and beyond. For me, that's where I know places. Dayton, Cincinnati, and just anything where it's getting into a bigger city. You'll have bottle shops where you're spending a lot more per can at times. There's been cans I've bought that's like an $8 16 ounce or a $4 12
what was
ounce.
That one we got?
That Sticky Buns was so good.
Not the Sticky Buns.
That one was an $8.
That one from when you got on my birthday that was like $15, $18. Remember
that?
That
was a very special one, yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely up there.
But then you can just do a pick your own 4 or pick your own 6 at a lot of those can and bottle shops, and they just don't have them in my area. I love going.
I think I'm on deck next week for buying the mystery beer. And there is, where I work at, like half mile up the street, there is a little local grocery store, and their craft beer section is fucking awesome.
So from where you work?
Yes.
Close to Sydney.
Okay,
I remember where you work.
Yeah, in the town that we're not going to name, but the grocery.
Oh, sorry, because I named it.
You didn't name the exact town I live in or work in, whatever. But
I feel like that should be a big issue.
Well,
you're gonna have people come to your work and.
Well, true, but
maybe
the little local little local grocery store, they have a shit ton of them, and I'm legitimately drawing a blank on the name, but I go down there at least once a week because they got a Subway in there, and it's walking distance from the shop, so rather than sitting and driving a half mile, I'll walk my fat ass down. I was sitting there looking through their craft brew selection the other day, and I was like, they got some really good crap. I did not buy it, but you're talking about Troy, they have a Muller's Brew Barn there.
Yes, that place is delicious.
That place is closer to the original Muller's Brew Barn. And they had, it didn't last but for like a day, but like this blueberry IPA that looked delicious. But there was some shit sitting on the shelf the other day, and if it's still there tomorrow, I will pick it up for next week, and it'll be the mystery beer. Because I know exactly what it was, and the more I think about it, the more I think I'd just be happy to drink that whole 6-pack.
The blueberry IPA?
No.
Oh, my bad. Oh, what you're going
The
to get?
mystery beer. The beer that is the mystery.
I have a beer that's going to be a mystery beer. It's nothing too extravagant. But
I
had it brought my way, so I'm going to bring it when it's my turn to bring the mystery beer.
See, I felt like the
mystery beer in there already.
Oh, yeah.
See, I felt like the last mystery beer that I did was the pickle.
Yes.
That was one to fuck with you.
Yeah,
I like some of that. I do like when I can find stuff like that, but that's like few and far between unless you're going someplace that has a lot.
I feel like that's going to be more common when there's a holiday on too.
I need to take a trip to get more, because I'm running low on my individual cans. Not too low. I haven't drank any of them. I haven't even been too awfully tempted to drink. Just like, no, I did drink a couple of them because they're all from that Birka's place, and all those beers taste the same. So it's not like, I don't know. It's really boring to be bringing 1 or 2 of those every week and say, here you guys go. It's like, it tastes the same as every fucking week.
So, because I've had a bunch of stuff coming out for fermenting and switching over in the last week or so of my own, I feel like I've been drinking a hell of a lot. I went to a Memorial Day party Sunday. Everybody was getting fucking wasted. I brought a couple bottles of my wine over, some of my beer. They were all drinking. And I was drinking water and Coca-Cola because I'm just like, I'm good. They're like, oh, come on, man. You made this. You should be drinking. I'm like, I know exactly what it tastes like.
I really wish
I need to like slow down a little. And here I am again.
I've been drinking, I don't know. I had these stupid, I did not care for them because they were malt liquors that were bought for me, this banana bread beer. I was going to bring it as a mystery beer, but I couldn't bring myself to, and it's fucking gross. I did not like it.
What is it?
It was this banana bread beer, but it's malt liquor.
I almost bought some of that.
It's malt. Is it in a yellow container or a pack of 4?
I think so.
I did not. If you would have poured it in my thing, I would have been like, oh, this is stupid banana shit.
No, I saw it and I was like, man, I wonder if that's good. And then I ended up getting this.
Ariana, excellent choice. Delicious shit.
I did not like it. And then, so Larry's like, I'll just take it to my dad. He'll drink anything. And he ended up giving it to Eric. And Eric was like, he liked it. I'm like, that's gross. Like, and it's,
Is it like artificial banana flavor?
It is. I mean, it does. Like, I don't know. I can't remember if it does taste like banana bread because that's what it's supposed to. But it just, there was something that was truly wrong and off about it that was like, just like cheap and nasty. And then I noticed it was malt liquor, and that's when I was like, ooh, this is why it tastes like ass. And then so Larry got me this other 4-pack, and it was this ginger beer. I was like, ooh, I've always wanted to try ginger beer. And I tasted it. I was like, this fucking tastes like horrible. And it was like, I like things that are sweet, but it was just like, it had the wrong kind of sweet in it.
Ginger beer is interesting because not all ginger beer is actually beer.
And it was malt liquor. I was like, this is fucking nasty. No wonder I don't like it. It is malt liquor.
Ginger beer doesn't always contain alcohol. Sometimes it's just a spicy ginger ale.
Yeah, I've seen that too, because I'd be like, ooh, ginger beer. This is cheap too. Why is it so cheap? Oh, it's non-alcoholic ginger beer. This was actually alcoholic ginger beer, and it was malt liquor, and I did not care for it.
There is a YouTube channel I follow where this guy goes around and does like a reenactor, like Civil War, 1700s, 1800s kind of stuff. And a few of the episodes that hooked me were he brewed, old-timey ginger beer with actual alcohol in it and talked about like some of the different things they did. Basically, it was a shit ton of molasses, a shit ton of ginger, and yeast. And that was about it.
Make a ginger beer that I can respect, Ron.
Then another.
And I will blow you. Not.
Well, it better be a good taste to get the taste of that out of
There you go, true.
Then there was another one he did, which I am genuinely curious about. He talked about going out and making a spruce beer. And he was like going, like, because it's all.
Actually using like.
Yeah. He went through, so he talked about a certain time of year where, like, when the spruce trees start growing, you get like the little green, like, nibs on the end of them.
Yeah, like they.
He was like going around clipping off the tips of them, and he brewed that into a beer and talked about something like George Washington's time. This is one of the things
that
they
would be
did.
bad.
And it was like a real piney kind of a taste.
That would be good. So there's a place, I don't know if we've ever talked about it or I've even ever told you about it. I know Ron's probably heard of it. Carolyn Brewery. So this place.
Carolyn Park in Dayton?
Yes.
Maybe I've heard of it.
So you go there and it's kind of old timey. There's not a whole lot on the menu in the way of food, but you have everybody in there dressed kind of like they all look very servant-ish, and all their uniform. I can't want to say uniform, but I'll say costume. There's no buttons, there's no zippers, it's real primitive. And that's how the place is. When first you walk in, there's a big wagon wheel, and that, I believe, is used in some part of the brewery. So and then they'll have, this is the first time I've ever had a flight anywhere before I knew that a place did that. And I think they probably have 4 to 6 different types of beer at a minimum, but they'll have them with the traditional, like, updated brewing process. traditional is the old. So basically, so they have it in how they brew stuff now. So all of the flavors of beer brewed how they brew it now, and then they brew all of those flavors like they would have back then.
They do it in the old style, pre-modern stuff, and then...
Right, so they're a little bit warmer, and they're a little bit less carbonated. So they're almost like half flat, but they're still pretty good. So I
Is it like my crap before it bottle proofs?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's not too bad. So they had a flavor that was a really weird flavor. Coriander. And I'm not sure, like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was weird to me at the time. I think I would probably like it better now. But they did have flavors that you would probably associate with craft beer from many years ago, like probably turn of the century type stuff versus how modern stuff is now. It's like really cool.
One of the things that I've read and seen time and time and again, where like in the 50s, America really industrialized, a combination of that and then Prohibition in like what, the 20s, 30s, whenever that was.
Yes.
Really killed most of America's like variants in beers. That's why most people, when they say a beer, they think your Bud Light, Coors Light, that real like lagery, basic machine-made taste. I'm so glad this kind of shit we're doing now is popping up, so there's some actual damn flavor going on.
Yeah, I got into beer and I liked beer, but then after that, like I feel if I had never got into beer, never liked beer, I would definitely like some craft beers.
I feel like if I never got beer, never gotten any beer, I'd be like 10 to 20 pounds lighter.
Right, that's probably a fact too. Either that or you just be a hell of a lot more into food.
So you're saying I'll be fat no matter what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I think this shit is making me gain weight.
Hell
I got on
yeah.
the scale earlier and I didn't have my glasses on.
Well, then you don't know what you gained, so you win.
I didn't have my glasses on. I look and I'm like, shit, I lost 7 pounds. And then I like get down. I'm like, fuck, I gained 3 pounds.
This is why you look without your glasses.
That's great. Oh, I love it.
I was like, I don't know why I would think I lost weight because I'm like, I feel fat. Like I feel fatter than normal.
It's just water weight. Go pee it out.
Maybe it is.
It's just carb weight. The craft beer, I don't think any of these would be too terribly high in sugar.
I
mean, they probably are.
They're all loaded with carbs, dude. Don't lie to yourself.
Well, but I mean, as compared to like that sticky buns or any like a pastry stout or something like that.
So from now on the Strobing butt plug, we're only going to be reviewing MGD 64, which has 64 calories a bottle.
And
seltzers. Because we all decided we're too fat.
We're on diet.
We're all on a diet. The only other option we have is just to not eat anything all day and make this the only thing we can get really fucked up.
That's right. Let's all get blood before so we can get a super buzz.
I was going to say that could be a fun episode. I don't know.
That could be. Be like, okay, we've had our 48-hour fast, guys. Now we're like ravaging, like hungry, and we're ready to pound into these beers and just start sucking them down. I would just be drunk super quick.
We're just going to fall. We're just going to like sit here.
I'm kind of a lightweight as it is, but it's like, there's my squeaky boobs again. I wish that could be heard on the camera. Like, it's just, because it's not even on a squeaky part. Like, it's on my actual shirt.
I know, I thought it was on the
I thought it was too, and that, it definitely doesn't grab on that.
Like and subscribe for more boob squeak sounds. Now let's zoom in extreme close on the boobs.
Like and subscribe to see Missy play with her boobs.
Just feel like that'd be like a every episode thing. How's Missy gonna play with her boobs this time? And then I'd put like a rubber chicken in between it and just
just nonchalantly put it in there. Don't even make it a thing.
You could just have it in there already,
and
then yeah.
It'll be like an addition to the mystery beer.
That would be great.
Be what's in Missy's boobs today?
What's in Missy's boobs?
There's some chick I was seeing on TikTok for a while, and she would like. They're like, what do you have in your boobs today? And she would just like start pulling all this weird random shit out of her boobs.
I saw one of those. It was like this old lady, and it was like the little subtext was like at every concert she was just this big lady. She looked like she had like giant freaking double E's or some shit, and she's just sitting here going arr, 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 and just like pulling out mini fireball, mini fireball, mini fireball, mini fireball, full size bottle of Jack, beer, just pulled them out from her shirt, and her boobs slowly got smaller and smaller. I'm like, damn.
Well, this lady was like she was big and like she would walk in the door or something, and her friend's like, "What do you got in your boobs today?" And she pulled out like a screwdriver and like just like a lighter and just like some random stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, is this like a normal thing? Like she just like walks around with all this stuff in her boobs for some reason? Like, I don't know where to put this.
Now I saw something similar to that. I don't know if I saw that one.
She didn't carry a purse, so she had to keep it somewhere.
But I remember seeing one, and it might have been on TikTok, where this chick, like, she pulled out, like, she went to the gas station. Basically, she stole this shit from the gas station. She was, like, pulling, like, just miniature bags of chips, beef jerky, this, that, and the other. And so I'm going to, like, maybe to see if they're more likely to be the same video, so we can hunt this down. Maybe. So was it a big fat black chick?
No.
Okay, so the one I saw was like this big black girl, and she said she came from the gas station. She's like, I stole this, and she was just pulled like bags of chips from underneath of her, like out of her rolls and everything. I was like, holy fuck.
This stuff amazes me because
the only thing I'm thinking about now, man, is how long is it in there in boob sweat? I remember
I can't even hide stuff between mine.
Like I remember when I worked retail, and there'd be.
Under mine.
I remember when I worked retail, and there'd always be like the big fat woman come in, sweating like 80, 90 degrees out. She come to pay for something, she's digging around like, rah, you got fucking like titty sweat old fucking money, and it's like, rah, rah. And you're just like, okay, thank you. It's like, when little kids put like money in their mouth and dumb shit like that. You're like, no, don't, like, Billy.
Well, you could be like, ooh, there'd be old fat women titty sweat, but like, my thought would be like the stripper butt crack thing.
Yeah. So old woman titty sweat, who could have been a stripper at one point. Now it's all herpes infected.
Ew.
Maybe that's why she keeps her money in there, because that's where she was used to keeping it before.
Right,
maybe.
It's like, when I was a hot stripper, like.
When I was a hot stripper 35 years ago.
I have to like hunch down and stick my belly out to be able to like get anything to stick under there.
So should we have a competition to see who can fit more?
We should. No. You need to get a bra, Ron, and
get a bra. Get a brawn.
Get a brawn.
Get a bra on, and then we'll start seeing how much stuff we can stuff in there.
I might be willing to bet he'd come in second.
Like I might be able to stick a chapstick right there, but I think it would fall out.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
I'd lose my chapstick, and then I'd be like Napoleon Dynamite, like, my chapstick.
Boy, so we had 3. I want another beer.
Yeah, kind of.
Should we just drink another? We can drink one of those beer because this boring beer.
I have 3 more of those peanut butter ones, and we could each have one if you want.
If you want, that's cool.
I'll split one. I don't need the whole thing.
I could do whatever. If you want me to split one with Ron, then I'll split it with Ron, and if not, like...
I can split one, or you can split one.
It doesn't matter to me. Or we can split 2 into thirds.
That's cool.
We can do that.
I mean, it's not like you gotta drive home.
I know.
She has so far to drive.
That's why I didn't leave when I said I was going home earlier.
So like, if I wasn't at my home, I would have fucking left.
She's like, I'm offended by your existence, Ron. You fat fuck. You will never have cum gutters.
I would draw them on you.
I've got a lot of hair on my stomach, so maybe we could just shave the cum gutters in there.
Oh my god, I want to do that. We need to have an episode where we do that. We actually shave Ron. Like,
that would be funny.
Like, what are we going to do? We're going to shave a penis up out of his pants? We're going to shave, like, the cum gutters? Are we going to shave a bra on him? Or are we going to shave all 3? Like, who knows? Hey, put your answers there in the comments. What do you want Ron to be wearing? What do you want us to shave into his chest and his gut? Like,
I do not agree to this, but if we get enough likes,
shave Ron party.
If we get enough likes and whatnot, I will embarrass myself for the sake of the internet. What the fuck?
If we get 1 like, then say no more, fam.
How many fake accounts can you make on YouTube?
This is gonna be
many. You can make all kinds of fake Gmail accounts.
This is gonna be like that old Facebook thing where it's like, if I get so many likes, I'm gonna egg my brother, or egg my wife, or egg my whoever.
Hell yeah.
And then people were just like, so many comments are like, I think you should do it, in like every single different comment or something.
Right, there you go. And that way everybody's like creating 10 different comments and it's really 1 sentence.
We're still waiting on those 1,000 likes for the last one.
Yes, when I saw that, I was watching that with the editing. I was like, yes, I forgot about Ron crapping his
Which episode was that? That was episode 4.
Yeah.
We're on 5 now.
Go back to
us.
episode 4. You don't have to watch it. I mean, you can just like it.
Yeah, like it. Don't even watch it. You don't have to waste your time. Watch 30 seconds of it. That counts as an actual watch, and then you can just like it, and we're good to go.
Or you could actually watch it because we're that awesome.
Yeah.
Because you love us. True. Because, look, I'm not hot and sexy. I know I'm a fat, bald asshole. Look at these 2 lovely bitches. Look at them.
I mean, I'm like semi-okay.
I wouldn't kick either of them out of the bed for eating crackers. My nickname's Crackers, by the way.
I would never eat crackers.
But.
So maybe we should just start the show out by, like, go back to episode 4 and like it.
Right. Every one until we get 1,000 likes. We're going to be like, now, go to episode 4 and like it. If you don't have time to watch it, it's cool. Watch it later. You'll understand why it's necessary that you like it.
Maybe we could get like a timestamp and be like, it's this time, you can watch that part.
Dude, you can timestamp shit in there. Like, I forget how you do it, but you can timestamp it in your description, and they can just click. I found this out recently.
Yeah, I know you can do that.
So
like, watch
awesome.
the timestamp, and this is why you have to like this video.
Now, all that aside, we have made it to 5 episodes.
I'm excited.
5 episodes.
Go us for making it to 5 episodes.
And we're up over 100 followers on Facebook now.
Hell yeah.
Or last
That's
week,
right.
whatever week it was.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. We love you guys. You are awesome.
That's a lot of fun. I want to entertain or educate or both. We have to get our audience. I noticed it was really funny. I was looking at the demographics on YouTube, and the majority of our audience is male audience between like 18 or 24 and 34 or something like that.
All right, so I speak to you guys. So if you want to see me 3-way bang these chicks, like, subscribe. We'll do it on the Patreon. Okay, probably not, but.
And I was kind of like, I'm like.
For our Patreon subscribers that we don't have.
I'm like, what's the reason that we have a male audience? It's like, okay, is it because of us? Is it because it's beer? Is it because they like ron?
Sure,
I was like,
me.
what's deterring the women audience? Because I know there's poop.
Makes sense.
I was like,
because girls said, I don't poop.
I'm like, no, but I've run into a lot of really weird girls. And also there is a craft beer audience for girls. I want to get girls into craft beer, and I would like to pump up our girl audience.
So, all you guys that do this, please be like, there's one pathetic fat guy and 2 awesome girls. The pathetic fat guy is fun to make fun of. The girls have incredibly insightful things. This would be good for a relationship.
Get your women into craft beer.
And then, you start getting them to drink some of the things we're drinking. I'm like, yeah, this is funny. And then, you know what I'm saying? Way more luck than I'd ever have here. Patreon or not, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you need to get us a young hot guy, too.
There we go.
Mr. Come-Getter.
Increase our demographics. Get some just random 70-year-old with dementia. So we can get older demographics. Be like, hey, man, here's our old friend with dementia.
I can see that. Or maybe a dog. We could get a dog. Like, you can bring Charlie over.
Charlie be like, hi, I like this. I don't know what this is, but I like it.
I really like that he talks for Charlie. I wish Charlie would talk. And, other than the fact that, I know it's really toxic to dogs, that, it'd be really funny if Charlie drank with us. But,
I can make some beer for dogs with no hops in it. The hops is the thing that's toxic to dogs.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that beer was that kind of toxic to dogs.
The alcohol isn't great for them, but the biggest thing, it's the hops. As I read about it when I started making all my shit, just to find out what was bad for them. And, the hops cuts their ability to, salivate and drool, and they overheat.
Interesting.
We're not going to get a dog drunk.
We had a dog drunk. I've known people that got their dogs drunk. And I had a dog that got drunk once, but that's just because... So, we had this really badass dog. It was part Chow and it was part German Shepherd, and I think part English Bulldog. And it was the boys were so young, and Logan named it Peanut, and this little dog was really, it reminded me of that dog Woof or Uber that you guys had. And it was we had that dog, and it was really cool. Well, she was a she, I think. I can't remember. The dog was really cool for a while, but ended up having immune disease, and I took it to the vet several times, spent several $100s on it, and it was you couldn't save the dog. But there was one day that Larry had a big old glass of probably Crown and Cockaport, and he got up to go to the bathroom, and he said he came back and the dog was like face deep in this huge glass, just slurping the shit out of it, drank like half this glass, this fucking booze.
Oh, every time,
the dog got trashed.
every time I brew, don't get me wrong, every time I brew when the grains are steeping, Jada, the little dog, she's just sitting there sniffing around like she wants it, because she wants whatever that sweet smell is.
Probably.
Talking about dogs, I was hanging out with my cousin on Saturday working on motorcycles.
Bobby.
Yes. And he
He'd
informed...
be fun to have on here once. After so many episodes, we need to start having guests.
We'll get him on here one of these days.
Even more quiet.
Oh,
he can't do that.
He'll start flirting with you.
He will.
He will flirt with you hard.
I mean, he's nice. He's harmless. He flirts, but he's not like creepy.
He'll flirt with you hard and belittle me more than I belittle myself. He's a good guy. Bobby, I'm gonna rash you soon. Anyway, I think he's even off on vacation this week too. The fuck.
Just flash him. Don't even flash him nipple. He'd probably come down, lay floor and throughout your whole house. Like.
yeah, it's true. But he was dog sitting for some friends of his. They had like 5 dogs. This one big old like mean-looking bulldog that was a giant baby. This one puppy that had way too much energy. This one like little like Yorkie mix that was angry as all hell. It wouldn't come anywhere near me and just bark the whole time. And then this fucking 19-year-old terrier mix. And it looked so like, what is it, dog ears are 7 times people. It looked like a 140-year-old man as a dog. And it was like the most cute, ugly, ridiculous thing you ever did see, because like its old man dog dick didn't go back up in the sheets. It was like always a red rocket just bouncing around the yard. The dog was blind. It's
basically like saggy balls, but only in dog form.
It was ugly as hell.
Saggy red frog.
But like the dog was blind and couldn't see, and it'd just come up to you and start sniffing, and then you'd rub on it. It was all, its body was all distended weird because it was so old, but nice dog.
That's great.
I took the puppy one off the leash. I'm like, I'm gonna run with it like I'm a fucking genius. I was like, I'm gonna run with this dog, and I started running around this big fenced-in yard. I tripped and started to fall backwards. This dog was in such a mood to run, he jerked me forwards and jerked me out of the fall.
That's great. What kind of dog?
Just like a hound.
Gotcha.
Nothing in particular. Had a bit of a pit in it, but just some hound. And it was a happy, excitable dog. It just didn't want to stay in a cage for another 12 hours.
Good times.
So we are coming up on time, I think. That's about 10 minutes. That's about 10 minutes slow.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's about 10 minutes slow.
Yeah.
10 minutes slow. Okay, we could put a little bit more time, because I know I cut out on a lot of stuff and threw some fits over camera malfunctions.
Technologicals.
It shut down like 5 and 10 minutes into it, and then now it's like
doing its thing.
Right, like there's got to be a certain, I don't know, there's like got to be a certain reason as to why.
Well, as far as the headphones, I think they just died because of lack of juice. So I'm going to leave them here on the charger for through the next week. You can put them wherever you want them.
Is our sound going to be good without our microphone?
It's going to be like the first.
Sound.
It'll be like the first episode through that. I'll just strip it out of YouTube when she posts it.
I think I'm gonna like do a test run on my other GoPro, because it's different, and I'll see about. I'll just like leave it on and see if it shuts down at any one time, if it's like sitting in that ring light. That way we can see if maybe my other GoPro works better for still filming, and also like I can, depending on like, we'll have to check it. I'll have to maybe mess with that particular microphone. Is that a USB mic?
They're all USB mics.
Okay, so that one won't work. But
actually, they have. I think they do have a wired slot on them.
I'm at like the mic.
On that?
The mic right there.
Yeah.
The mic we use.
Yes, it's USB.
Okay, because I was gonna say I do know that I have for my other GoPro. There's that. I don't know. There's a certain part that you can plug stuff in, so you can have an external mic on it. But the sound records good enough. You shouldn't have to have an external mic, so it'd be all right.
So,
mess around.
off the subject of technologies and hardware, we've talked about this a few times now.
Care about our
we've talked about this shit a few times now, but very soon, old Zachy boy is doing one of his 513 things. Should we all three go butt plug it up out there?
I would say yes, but then also no, because he tries to draw a crowd So if
More
we have
like,
a crowd
should
of
we
like
go-
8-9 people, we could do little
Like a live, maybe
lives, just live stream our
a little
group
live
or
stream
on
to
our-
say that we're there or something.
yeah, you could like live
And
stream
talk
on the
about
page
it
and
later
stuff
on,
like
huh?
that.
Talk
yeah,
about,
oh, yeah.
you know, live stream, like, hey, we'll be live streaming from here on this day.
But
In
right.
the episode before, and then, you know, we'll talk about it properly in the next one. You know, just a quick, like, 5-10 minute, hey, here's where we are, here's what we're drinking, and later.
Yeah, but definitely not do a whole episode because I think it would be too
chaotic, too much booze, too much actual hard drinking, because that's what happens to me in those places.
I mean, like you could do a whole video, and I don't think that should be an episode, but rather you could just have it something recorded.
Something we do on the side for fun.
Or I know like that camera in particular, you can live stream from. And it would be really cool to do like a long live stream, just like continuous, but I don't know about the viewer on it or how to do it. I think at best to just do, if you did like a lengthy recording and just pick the highlights
I just
out
think
of the day.
whip our phone out and be like, hey yo, the butt plug's over here at this place. You want to say hi to us? Come butt plug it up over here.
Oh yeah, you could do that, but you could also do highlights of that brewery visit because you know like through a time of like 6, 7, 8, 9, however many hours. Because like Zach likes to go to 2, 3 different breweries, and you're out for a while. But
It's
you have all of
an
that.
endurance
But it's like you don't. I mean, you maybe go to 1 or 2 of the breweries and get like your own flights, but then we bring a lot of cans and you drink like little shots, and so you gotta try
endurance
20
run for me.
20 different beers easy. So, but with that. Just record the whole thing on one of these GoPros. Just have it sit. Don't even worry about what's going on. And then you can do highlights of because just random funny shit that's said that you don't get to whip your camera out in time.
Ariana's like, I don't want to be out in public with people. Ew, people.
Yeah, I'm like that, but when you're drinking, like when I'm drinking.
I am fun when I'm drinking.
Yeah, when I'm drinking, I like everyone. Did I tell everybody about the, what was it? It was a trip to Chicago, and I was giving the surprise back massages.
No.
I didn't tell.
I don't think so.
We're doing any surprise front massages.
That'd be.
I've never heard this story.
So I'll try to keep it short since we're close to the end. But basically, like my friend graduated fire school and she wanted to celebrate, and so she wanted to do. She wanted to go chill out in Chicago. I was like, cool, I'll go with you. You know, she invited me, and then everybody's like, are you going to Chicago for St. Patty's Day? And we're like, no. They're like, yeah, you are. And we're like, we're like, oh my God, this is total game changer. So we went, we both went after like long shifts at work, 24-hour shifts at fire departments. We're both grumpy as fuck. I'm like super tired. So she brought road trip food, which was literally, it was Cheez-Its and Peeps.
Sugar carbs.
So she drove and I tried to nap. I couldn't nap. So in between napping, I would be like just fucking gorging on these Cheez-Its and Peeps trying to go back to sleep. And she was super nervous because like we lost service in Chicago. We didn't know where our hotel was. And I had to piss so fucking bad and everything was packed. So we finally got to our hotel and things chilled out. She was super hangry. We started getting some food. And then we got in a cab and there was these 2 guys that were like trying to hit on us. And this black homeless dude was talking to us. And he was like, so one of the guys was like, if I give him this $1, you think he'll go away? And I was like, I don't know, ask him. So I grabbed the $1. I was like, hey man, he wants to know if you'll go away with this. And then the dude starts crying and complaining and saying, he's like, he did that because I'm black. And I was like, no, he did that because he thought you guys were cock blocking him, but really they weren't going to get laid anyway. So and I was trying to argue that guy and I was already drunk. So when we got in our cab, that guy was still arguing with me. I was like, fine, fuck it. I threw him in this homeless dude in the cab with us. And we were going to go out to the Bean in Chicago. And so I was arguing with him. And then so like, I don't think he's paying any attention at all. So I asked the cab driver, I was like, hey man, I told him the story. I was like, do you think that dude that kid did it because this guy's black? And the cab driver was like, no. And then the homeless guy was like, yeah, but he doesn't. And then he turned his head, the cab driver was black too. So he couldn't even say that guy didn't know. Like, he had an opinion in it and he could side with that guy, but he did not. So we get to the Bean and we're like trying to get pictures taken and stuff. So we're having like random people we don't even know taking pictures. We're posing with this homeless dude, with like arms around. I don't even know this motherfucker. And then he started like just being like a lost puppy with us, trying to follow us around. I was like, God.
He thought he was going to get some.
Probably. And then so like at one point we kind of got a little bit aside from him. I was like, run! And we just ran. I crawled under the bean and ran around. There was this little half wall. We jumped over the half wall and just fucking ditched this dude. Like it was like some blocks away. It wasn't too far. It was like he was homeless. Like he could just walk back to where he was. So anyway, we escaped the homeless dude. And we went to a few more bars and got super trashed and we were just so fucking drunk. At one point we made it to this McDonald's and it was super packed. So I was like getting kind of bored waiting in line. And I just all of a sudden thought, hey, you know what'd be great? Surprise back massages. So I was like, going up to random strangers, like just sneaking up on them, put my hands on their shoulders and massaging them. Only one person found fault with it. They're like, stop touching me. Everybody else was like, oh my God, that feels so good. And then like this one girl was like, get my boyfriend too. So she had me massage her boyfriend's shoulders too.
I'm surprised to have more people be like,
I thought I would get my
One
out of probably like 30.
If I'd have been the one doing that, I'd have got fucking cold coffee.
Yeah. There you go.
It's because you were a chick.
Right, it's
true.
definitely.
It's
and
true.
I mean, I was touching a lot of females too now. Like the one girl told me to molest her boyfriend. Well, I just shouldn't say the word molest, but she's like, oh my God, massage his shoulders.
She's like, you're so good with your hands.
Right.
Can you tell him how good your hands are?
God damn it, I wish somebody would give me a surprise.
I can't believe I did that, but I do dumb shit all the time.
I can't believe you did
That's
that.
right.
I remember when you got fucking killer wasted at that Rob Zombie concert, and that one dude in the kill, you're just like, I want to touch you.
I
and he's
remember
like,
seeing a video of her humping some dude at the bar.
that dude was like, I remember that dude was like, okay, are you on ecstasy?
And everybody was like, oh, look I heard about this. Did you have a good time? I'm like, I heard I did. It's like, that's my only thing I can come back with. It's like, I don't even know at this point.
So,
apparently I did.
So for the record, after the last week talking about me waking up with a random black guy, that's why I don't drink that much. Because I don't want to say to you, I heard I had a good time.
I will never drink that much at a concert again. That's the only time I've ever been in. And I was really wanting to go to that concert, and I was probably drunk before I even showed up. Rob's like, your brother was there. He got the alien from that concert. Oh, yeah. And there was some other people that we went to school there with, and I just like I don't even remember Rob Zombie on stage. I don't know who opened up for him. I mean, it's mostly because I don't remember who opened up for him. But like that was like the last concert, maybe second to the last concert I went to before COVID. I don't remember a fucking thing. I remember being so drunk that I tried to walk around and get another beer, and I almost got lost. Like
I remember that concert because I was stone sober, and it was fucking awesome. Rob Zombie was walking around at one point. He stopped the show. He was doing like the old man out of breath, trying to catch his breath thing, walking around the concert, looking around, talked about the only reason that they went to Huber Heights is because when he was starting out, there was another venue that used to be around called Hair Arena. And he was like,
I remember he did talk about the show that I went to.
When back in the day when he was starting out, that Hair Arena show was fucking insane. He went to Columbus. He went to
Hair Arena is like the best place to go.
He went to Columbus.
So
he went to fucking like Cincinnati, and everybody was kind of so. But he's like, the motherfuckers about tore the Hair Arena down, which was falling down 20 years ago.
I feel like that was the one because I do remember that, and I almost think because there was somebody on Facebook that said he mentioned Fear Factory and Monster Magnet. That's when he was touring with them, and that's the concert we saw together. That was like the first concert I ever saw. So we went to that one. Oh God, like probably 16 or something. Really? Oh yeah, about 16, 17.
Was it when he was White Zombie or was he Rob Zombie?
He was Rob Zombie.
That's when he first became Rob Zombie.
I thought I'd never seen Rob Zombie. I don't even remember half the concerts I've been to. I smoked way too much when I was younger.
I don't think you probably, unless you smoked, I don't know that you did or did not. But I remember that particular concert because I was trying like hell to go. There was this dude that we went to, Terry dude that we went to school with that was always flirting with me.
And he had that one guy that would be like, fuck you, whenever you said hi
to. and
I worked with that kid years later, by the way.
He lives in the Lewisburg area, I think, because I've seen him several times.
I worked with that kid years and years later at this fucking plastics factory in West Alexandria. And, like, the kid had some, like, we were all grown adults,
He's definitely had some kind of
issues. He had some fucking issues, but, like, they had him doing, like, this plastic regrind shit where the parts that didn't work, you threw them in this regrinder and they melted the beads down and reused them. He was just like fascinated by the regrinder and just started like grabbing chairs. And
I remember he told me about that.
he grabbed like fucking chairs, trash cans, just everything and anything he threw, just kept throwing it in there. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
The regrinders are really interesting. I like throwing shit in the regrinder, but I didn't throw shit that wasn't supposed to.
It's like one of those will it shred videos or something
yes,
where they'll like
is.
shred a whole fucking car.
100% is. You're just like, oh my god.
That's funny. I forgot all about that kid.
But no, I was trying because he kept saying he had extra tickets and I wanted to go, and then he said he couldn't go. He wasn't allowed to go, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then you guys ended up having extra tickets, so I went with you guys, and he was sitting right fucking behind us, and I was like, oh, I couldn't go, huh? And he was like he was like, I don't even remember the concert. I was so fucked up on coke, is what he told me. I was like, I didn't want to go with him. I didn't give a shit. I just wanted to go because I knew you were going.
That was just so funny though, when you like walk up and be like, hey Andy, and be like, fuck you.
And he's when I see him now in public, he is just like he's like constantly talking to himself under his breath, like he was back then too. It's like there's definitely some disturbances there. I mean, he could have been cool, but he didn't want to like anybody. He's everybody, fuck you, and then he'd reassure himself under his breath.
All right, ladies, we are officially coming up on time.
For the second time.
For the second time, it is actually
I would
an
say
hour
talk
50.
for 4 hours.
An hour 50.
Right?
It is officially an hour and 15.
We could go for 3 hours.
Right, let's have an extra episode on deck, dude. We need
to get drunker before we start, apparently.
Well, if we do
See,
multiple
now
episodes.
I feel like talking more.
When we hit a certain episode, like say 25, we can even do it at 10. 10, 25, 50, 100 or whatever. Or hit a certain amount of subscribers. Like say, like, because I've been researching your first 1,000 is harder to get. Like, so 0 to 1,000 is harder to get than 1,000 to 10,000. So like, let's say we get our first 1,000 subscribers. We'll record an extended episode and make it into like 2 or 3 episodes, and then by that second or third episode, we'll be super trashed.
We'll start off like, what are we again?
I
be like, I gotta pee.
I think it's some point
I feel better.
or we could. That would be when we do our live episode, because you can do lives too.
I don't know, man. When I saw you guys doing your thing and doing your live thing when you guys were doing the craft beer, I'm like, man, they're drunk as fuck.
True on that, but no, like you can do like live Facebook YouTube. So you can. There's like all kinds of cool YouTube shit you can do now that you used to not be able to do back in the day.
Yeah,
you can do
I don't know anything about any of that because I don't make videos.
What the fuck is this shit?
She said
now.
She said no.
I just sit here and talk.
I
counts.
would love
I don't do any
to
of the
do
technical business.
You can do live episodes, and you can do basically you're putting it out there that like it's I forget what it's called, but it's where you watch the video live, a premiere.
It's pretty.
It is a good color. So you do a premiere, and you can premiere the episode, and so you're watching it live with your subscribers.
Anybody want any more of this?
Sure, why not? You can do a live. You can do a premiere with your.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm good.
You can do a premiere with your viewers, and so you're watching it live when they watch, because like you say this is when this episode is dropping, and then so you do your live with them, so that way it's kind of like a Facebook Live. So when their questions are live, like they get on there, yeah. So you can and it's like I think that would be really fun. But I think
Was it like one of those Reddit Ask Me Anythings?
I don't know. I don't get on Reddit much,
Okay,
but it's
so,
like a Facebook Live.
Well, it's an Ask Me Anything. So the idea is we start off, we have viewers asking questions, we have the laptop set up. So guys, ask us a question, anything that comes into your mind, and then we're live and we all have to respond.
Well, so that would be the YouTube Live.
Yeah.
And so when you do that, that's a little bit different than the premiere. The premiere, they're watching you and you're watching it with them, but you're basically like maintaining the comments. So it's pre-recorded. So you pre-record it and you're watching the recording. The recording is no longer live,
Make it awkward,
but the comments.
Try to make it awkward.
It's almost distracting, but it's kind of cool. So anyway, like the comments.
Price massage.
Yay! So the comments are all live, and you can answer. It's like Q&A. Yeah. The Q&A is live, but the video is not live, so they can question and answer on your video that you had.
Sounds super cool.
But there's like a lot of cool, fun things that you can do now that you. No, I was gonna like finish off whatever.
You are finishing off the work.
I could totally have more, but I'd have to stay. Which I don't care. It's cool. Like I just have to be responsible enough to get my kid to work in the morning. I have to work in the morning too, but fuck my job. I'm more concerned about my kids.
I'm on vacation.
I'm so glad my kid's on summer break now. That means I don't have to leave for work until 8 a.m. Holy shit, I feel so lazy. It's amazing, but the problem is my body is at like 6 a.m. Hi, get up. And I'm like, but why?
I kind of like to leave early because I like to tan before work so I can get my Mexican on, because apparently everybody who sees my tan tells me I'm Mexican. I once had a guy who's Indian ask, he's like an older guy, and I really like the guy and respect him. He's given me like cool Indian artifact shit. It's not really artifact, it's shit he made, but because he's Indian, it's like you could like
Native American Indian, not Quickie Mart Indian.
Right, you're right. Big difference. I guess calling them Indians is not right anymore. It's not politically correct. So he is Native American, but he asked me, I forget what tribe he pulled out. He was like, I think you have that. Like he just looked at me in the face. He's like, I think you have that job. I don't fucking know. It's like, I'm a white girl.
He's like, I think you have some Lakota in you. I don't think so. I'm of the Lakota tribe. Would you like to have some in you?
He looks just like a old white guy.
I always thought it would be interesting to do the DNA thing to find out like what you are.
Right.
My dad did that for us, for like our family a while ago, and apparently, mostly British.
That's probably what I would be too.
Mostly British
and German.
I remember there was supposed to be things like
Scottish maybe.
When we were. I think I was like in the 3rd grade, and like the teacher asked and wanted us to find that out, and I asked my mom. She goes, just tell them that both your sides of the family are from England. I was like, oh, okay. And so I didn't have any interesting story.
Chinese, they're from China.
That would have been hilarious. I should have done that. Had I known how funny that would be, I would have done that.
So where did you come from, China?
Dude, I was reading about like DNA and like migration patterns in history or whatever, and that shit is really interesting.
I bet it is.
Start reading about it, because there's like there was like 3 different migrations into Europe or whatever. I think it was like 3 major ones, and one of them was from Asia, and one of them was from like Africa or something. I can't remember what. This has been a while since I've read it, but it was like super interesting read. I would like to actually delve deeper into it. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Isn't it funny how we hated the fuck out of that shit in school, and now we're all like,
I
love the Lord.
I know. I'm like, fuck this.
They ought to make it more, I don't know. I think they maybe ought to do more interesting shit like that.
Well, it's just because you can, if I'm like doing it as an adult, I can pick what I'm learning. You know,
right.
If I had to go to school, it's like, oh, well, we're doing this damn thing.
Adult education is more fun like that too. Like when I did my EMT and fire shit, it's stuff that I wanted to, and I had no choice. I wanted to learn it. But
my only response to that is that I was hanging out with the girlfriend person, and she bought a book on the COBOL programming language for something in her work.
Nerd.
And I was sitting there like just kind of chilling, and this book's like, that goddamn thick.
Megan nerd.
And I was sitting there, I'm like, I wonder how bad this bullshit is. And it's like giving the history of Cobalt, and it's like, it started off as things in punch cards and blah, blah, blah.
The nurse. Apple Music tried to find the nurse.
I was like, okay. And then like before I knew it, I was like 4 chapters in, I'm like, I bet I can learn how to program all this shit. I'm like, okay, we need to just put this book away, because I don't want a job programming goddamn mainframes from the 80s. Fuck that.
See, this sounds like stuff that I was like...
Right, so, that kind of... I've seen a book. I think my dad has some old-ass books from that, like, at the house, or he used to at one time, because that's his given field, or his field of choice, or whatever. And so he's, like, that's what he's done, but it's, I like web stuff, but it's all the stuff, it's like, I'm just going to YouTube this, and like, it's like easily YouTube within 15, 20 minutes, cool. Like long ass books that's really technical shit, I don't fucking know.
See, like technical stuff for me, like it doesn't.
Well, I just started like, I don't know how to program very well, but I know a bit from here and a bit from here and a bit from there. And I just started reading it because Cobalt is literally like a 50-year-old programming language. And it became one of those things like, oh, this is where that came from, and that, and that. okay, we need to put this away because I don't want to like start making myself learn this.
Technical shit is like you have to learn it, try it, fail at it, and then pick it up again and try to learn it again, and then try to do it again and try to fail at it again. And you gotta do it. You can't take breaks or else you forget the majority of it and then you start all over.
The stuff that interests me the most is like about people and relationships and psychology.
I like stuff like that.
That reminds me, I forgot to do it. I apologize, but she gave us personality profiles, and
we should do that this week and try to get that. That'll be like our next week's kind of like a main topic, our personality profiles.
Yeah, she sent us personality profiles and was looking up our astrology stuff.
Did you
I like that kind of
Did
shit.
you do it?
No, I suck ass.
No, she didn't either.
I was gonna do it Thursday, but literally I was so fucking exhausted. Oh my god, did I tell you about the 650 pound fat ass we had?
Oh.
Okay, we are at time, and that will be next week. We will remind that
650 pound fat ass.
he was a cool dude, but there's like a bit of a story to that, which
she'll save for next week because if we don't interrupt her, she'll keep going and save for this week.
I got off work. I worked a 24-hour shift and got off work like a fucking hour and a half to 2 hours late. And so then it was like I was super fucking exhausted and slept all Thursday, and that was the day that I was like, I'm gonna do those quizzes this day. Didn't do shit except for I slept all fucking day.
My only response is like from like last Tuesday through today, it's just been a goddamn blur of just faster. But anyway, so as we do at the end of every episode, what have we learned today?
Ooh, I'm kind of buzzed.
I need to start like writing this down. I forget what we talked about.
I know. I'll be like, when I'm editing, I'm like, oh my god, did we say that? Holy fuck. And then there'll be like times you'll say something about an episode, I'm like, we actually talked about that? And I need to kind of make notes of what we talked about because sometimes I feel like I've told stories before and I'm like, I don't think I can
Make sure you don't tell the same story.
No shit. At least, wait till 40 episodes in.
If you get like new viewers or whatever, then it's like,
they hear a new story, right?
In case you haven't heard this story.
This is why we need to go out and do things so we have new stories. But
that's what I try to do shit for myself.
But as I said, what have we learned today? Did you learn anything, Missy?
Peanut butter and jelly beer is good. What else did I learn? I knew Ariana gets. Well, she said she don't get embarrassed too easily anymore.
Oh, I did not realize.
I know she's the one that's the most easily embarrassed. I've known that for my whole life.
Anybody that knows me knows.
I'm just gonna say
she doesn't get as embarrassed as she used to. She's
I'm just gonna say that Ariana, you're so cute. You got so embarrassed over the phrase "that guy with the cum gutters" when I talked to my mom. I totally added in the cum gutters part, but now when she talks to her mom, she's gonna be like, and he has cum gutters.
And I definitely turn bright red when I get embarrassed. I know this.
I'm just gonna private message your mom on Facebook, cum gutters, and then I'm just like, I'm not even gonna answer any questions that she's asking.
She doesn't watch this.
Right, and then she's gonna if I ignore her, I'm gonna leave her on red. Maybe it'll just get to her to where she's like,
Missy,
why did Missy message me this?
Missy, all you have to do, since you have this footage, is just edit out that little segment where I was like, hey, he's got the cum gutters.
That's going to be a sound clip.
Yeah.
Cum gutters! You know what? When we get 100 episodes in, I will have the best of all best sound clips, and it'll be an hour.
You're probably right.
Of just fucking fucked up shit. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, that would be the best of all best. I can't wait. I won't do 100 episodes, so we only do one episode a week. I'll have to do, we'll say, 100 subscribers. Even at 100 subscribers, we have pretty funny shit to where I could get, an hour's worth of sound clips.
At least we think so.
26.
I know I could. At
bare minimum 26 episodes. If we do an episode a week, 50.
My vagina. I've spliced together a lot of stuff. We went to a place called My Vagina.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe, share, tell us what you think of us. Whatever.
Let's do an interpretive dance.
Interpretive dance. Tell us what you think of Ariana's glasses. Tell us what you think of Missy's squeaky boobs.
Squeaky boobs.
We love you guys. We do. Do you love them?
Tell us what you want from us so we can make your experience that much better.
And tell us
Yes.
we're pretty.
But not me, because I'm ugly as fuck.
Tell Ron he's pretty too.
Okay, tell me I'm pretty. Give me any
Tell him
names.
he's man pretty. And
I'm
you love
so-
his man boobs.
I'm pretty. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. and
Okay.
pretty.
I'm gonna get him boobs in a box. I'm gonna get him boobs in a box.
I will fucking wear the shit out of those, and I will make you two molest them.
Clear bra with boobs in a box on the outside of a shirt. Or shirtless. Shirtless Ron.
Nobody wants to see that
Just
hairy
hairy
bullshit.
boobs.
Nobody wants to see that hairy Jamaica looking shit. Except the gay bears, which is whatever. Like, subscribe. Mwah. We love you.
That's why our
The
male audience is all there.
StrobingButtplug.com. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever your finer podcast are sold. I will have
TikTok.
episodes 1 through 4 posted very soon as Apple approves us. Hopefully they don't get too mad at us. The bastards. Bye.
See ya.